side.
We'll make still better.
Good?
Thank you, Mama.
Is it good?
Yeah.
It's gone.
You show them outside. Show them outside.
Say yum, yum, yum. Say yum, yum, yum.
Yum, yum, yum.
Much, just finished dinner. How about you?
Can you give it to DJ? Thank you.
Nurses, secretary, teachers. I wanted to go. I wanted to study. Luckily, my mom always said, if you really want something, work hard for it.
Why? He's excited. That's okay, pal. Calm down. William's shy. Old flow, strong love.
Hey, so it is Friday night and we are hunkering down for supposedly more snow. This week we've gotten probably 12 to 14 inches. Some of that's melted, some of it's room covered, but we've done a lot of hunkering down this week. And so I thought I'd just kind of real quick chat with you guys about how we as a large family with lots of littles have tried to maintain our sanity and not want to be together. And for me, that's really started in the mornings. I'm not really sleeping in. I find myself going to bed pretty early. There have been some nights it's like 8:30 and I'm like, Tim, I'm done. I'm going to go to bed. But that allows me to still get up early in the morning and spend my time alone, reading my Bible, drinking my coffee, just enjoying my day. And then I've been doing a lot of baking in the morning. So like the other day I made Dutch babies and I made a cranberry orange bread and just heating up the house with the oven. I mean, we've got both stoves banked overnight, but you know, it gets chilly. And it also just allows for kind of a slower morning for the kids. You know, I tend the fire. I have water on top of all the stoves to help with the dry air. And so I'll add like an oil to that. Go-to oil right now is actually a Harvest Spice by doTERRA. It's gives you like that sense of the holidays without being like blatantly Christmas in your face. We still have our Christmas tree up. I am a person who will probably keep her tree up until February. And the reason why is because of the long dark nights. I need something that creates ambiance. We like candles, just something to help cultivate that calmness that happens in the dead of winter, which a lot of people will complain about. One way I combat that is with lots of candles, with scents that bring me peace. And then I honestly, frankly, just leave my Christmas tree up. But another way that we've been combating our cabin fever, our kids are very creative. I don't think they very rarely ever get bored with Legos. And they got a bunch of new Legos for Christmas. So we have really been pouring the hours into the Legos. I've been spending time doing puzzles, and the kids will just pop over and chat with me while I'm working the puzzle. We just kind of hang out. But one of our favorite ways to spend the evenings together are games. And so I thought I would share with you guys some of our top picks, depending on the ages of our kids. Now, our baby, which is 2, doesn't really play games. So a lot of times this will happen while he's napping or after he's already gone to bed. So I have one boy, his favorite game right now is Phase 10. And I would say probably 3 times a week, 4 times a week, he's saying, hey mom, can we play FaceTime after dinner? And this is a game, teaches them strategy, helps them with their math and matching and common sense, things like that. Plus it's just a really fun one to sit down. You can do a couple phases. You don't have to do all 10. A lot of times we'll be like, okay, I think we stopped at phase 3, so let's do phase 4. Allows for a lot of flexibility, especially depending on your time frame. Now, when my mother or my mother-in-law or the other family members are over, one of our go-to card games is called Wizard. If you're from the Midwest, this is similar to the game called Euchre, but it actually uses wizards and jesters as opposed to just a handful of your standard deck cards. But this has been a family favorite. As you can see, the box has been very well loved. I think we're gonna end up having to get a new set soon just because the cards are starting to stick together where we use it so much. But this is a fun one to sit. It doesn't take up a ton of space. It's a quick cleanup. This is a good one. Something that helps us kind of tie strategy, critical thinking in to day-to-day without even the kids realizing it. The big one we've done in the past is checkers, but this Christmas, my brother-in-law actually taught our boys how to play chess. And so that has been a huge thing that they've done this week specifically, is sitting down and playing chess. And they don't have all of the rules completely correct yet. They're working through them. But even like my 5-year-old little girl, she will sit down and play chess. And they'll quarrel at each other sometimes over the rules. But this has been a really fun one where if 2 of the kids need just some time to kind of just sit and be away from somebody else, this gives them a chance to work through and just have some fun and to kind of calm down for a little bit. So chess and checkers. And this kit actually too, it has a tic-tac-toe board. They've not really played that, but chess and checkers has been a good one for this set of snowstorms. Now, the next 2 games I'm going to talk about, one of them is a family favorite. I would say almost every year or every time we have game nights, this game comes out. It is one of our favorites. It is not younger kid friendly though. It's just the trading and things that you have to do, not quite little kid friendly. But my 10-year-old and my 9-year-old can probably pull this one off. They do have a Catan Junior, which the kids got for Christmas. But Catan, Settlers of Catan, we have this, and then inside of this box we actually have what's called the expansion pack, so we can play, I think, to 6 players. But this is a go-to family favorite for us, no matter what. Catan isn't extremely 2-person friendly. You need a 3rd person to be able to play it. And so Tim and I have 2 games right now that we really kind of have settled in. The games that he and I like to play kind of ebb and flow depending on the season we're in. We've really enjoyed different games, but right now the 2 games that we're really into is called Trails. This one is just kind of a fun take on just like a small board game. It's a quick setup, quick teardown, but this works really, really well for 2 players. I've never played with more than 2 because this is something that normally he and I play together in the evenings after the kids have tucked in. And then another game that, again, you can play 2 to 4 players, I believe, but he and I really enjoy playing this one, is Azul. It's a tile game where your goal, your goal is to fill in the tiles on your board with tiles that you have. And it's just kind of a fun thinking game. Again, it's a quick setup, quick teardown. So that's one reason why Trails and Azul is I'm a huge fan of those, is because like in the evenings after I'm tired, the kids are down, sometimes I just want to play a quick game, and those are both very like quick setup, quick teardown. They don't take up a ton of space. We actually play these on our bed a lot of times, so that the kids, the way our house is set up, like you've got the living room and the dining room and bedrooms are off of all of that. So sometimes it's a little challenging to play games. So we'll play this up in our room sometimes. But the other ones, again, super family friendly. I would suggest all of them. And again, this is not the only games we play. We have lots of other games. The kids love Monopoly. I am not a Monopoly fan, I'm sorry. My brother ruined me of Monopoly when I was a young child, and I just haven't recovered. I'll work through that trauma eventually, but the boys will play Monopoly with Tim all of the time. And I'm sure there's other games that I'm Catch a Phrase, that's a big family favorite when we have friends over. Solitaire if you're by yourself, or dominoes, those are fun games. But these are kind of our go-to right now in this season of life. We have others, but these are the ones that we really kind of have honed in on this week as we have enjoyed being hunkered down. And I'm sure one of these will probably come out tomorrow with the fresh powder that's supposed to be falling tonight. So just wanted to kind of pop in, say hey, show you guys just some of our family favorite games. Maybe that will help you guys come up with something for whenever the next snowstorm hits. Get one of these ordered up and get it lined up. Again, I am digging my new puzzle board I got. It's super fun. I miss puzzling so much because we've never had a place to set up a puzzle and keep it set up long term. So this has added a lot of flexibility as well. And I'll put a link to all these games as well as a puzzle board. It's not the one that we have. The one we have is from Hobby Lobby, but one that's similar to this, I'll put a link in the description below. That way, if that's something you guys are interested, you can look it up. So thank you guys for joining me on this video, and we'll see how much snow we get tomorrow. So we'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.